Stop being so negative. You know, negativity is a net negative on the universe. Positivity is a net positive on the universe. Do you think God can work with like a net negative, like a negative 100 energy? Do you think God can work with that? Fuck no. God can only work with positivity or optimism. If you don't know what optimism is, it's when you see the good in the bad. When you try to see a good outcome in a bad situation rather than just seeing the bad outcome in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man? But yeah, do not be a complete net negative. God cannot work with that. I have learned this just from personal experience. You must be at least optimistic because at least God can work with that. At least your mind is thinking, like, if you're not thinking, oh, God is real, then like just on like a normal level, like at least your mind is thinking of potential positive outcomes, my guy. You cannot be a doomer. You cannot be a doom and gloom person. You're literally just it's literally just a net negative on everything, on the universe itself, bro. On the universe itself. Anytime I get into a bad situation, I always at least try and see a good outcome that can potentially come out of it. And if it's not a good outcome, then it's a better outcome than just the doom and gloom outcome than you may be thinking. And you know, I say God can work with optimism because I've seen it happen in my real life, bro. If there were times where I would have just been doom and gloom, full negativity, God would have not worked with me. Because first of all, that shows I have no faith. And then secondly, you're not giving God anything to work with. If you're not even providing the bare minimum, which is optimism, like having faith that potentially it can go well, God cannot fucking work with that. Nothing's gonna get better for you. But let's just talk about this on like I guess a manifestation type of level. Optimism is a fucking superpower. Like you guys truly have no idea because bad shit happens to everybody in life. And the thing that really defines people is how they react to those bad things that happen to them in life. And if you look at me, I don't look like I have fallen to the things that have happened to me in life. In fact, people that view me see me as like they automatically view me as strong, as capable, competent because I've overcame those things. I didn't fall to them. I did not even let myself because I knew I had faith in God that I will eventually get out of it. I stayed optimistic and I kept giving God hope, energy, positive energy to work with because God cannot work with negative energy. And I just want to like link these two thoughts together real quick. I think like God, angels, they're positive, right? And net positive on the universe. Demons, though, are net negative. Think about it. All they do is take energy. All they do is try and harvest your energy so that they can feed off of it. They harvest your lustful energy. They harvest your hate, whatever. They feed off of it. That's the only way they can survive. So I'm telling you guys, be optimistic. Do not be a doomer. Do not be a person who lives out of pure negativity because God cannot and will not work with that. Only demons can. And demons will just make it worse. So let me tell you guys just one more time, if it hasn't gotten through your head, optimism is key.